back in Week 1. The Texans lost their first game against the Titans. Can Tennessee finish the sweep? Find out next on EA Sports.
Welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Titans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tannehill throwing again. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense.
Touchdown, Texans! Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he returns this to the 22. Watson off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Looking for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Smith catches left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Watson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Drive there of just 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Tannehill on 1st down. There again is Cooks, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Going for the deep ball. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Texans football to start quarter 2. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this will be swung out here for counter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
First carry for James Conner. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Grant, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he's able to find Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man complete to Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Here's Tannehill. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. Under pressure, they got him again. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Touchdown! James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Titans. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Watson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guy set up 1st and goal.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point on the Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 31, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
A final shot before the break. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So we've reached half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Working with his 2nd and 4. To throw is Watson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for the Titans. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This drive will start at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Dante Jackson picks it. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tannehill now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Tannehill. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. While the training, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Titans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. They need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Just a yard to go here on second down. Tannehill. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Back now in Nashville, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ballgame and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, Watson forced out to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Oh, good footwork on the spin. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We got this. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Play to win. Let's go.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Tannehill throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. This is caught. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. Powers through it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Watson's going to throw it here. Steps away to his left. And got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. An extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be...
Oh, Connor loses it. It's picked up by the Titans. And some room to run now.
With that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 4th down, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make